Shut up.
You having troubles over there?
I'm having troubles. It's rolling too.
Uber real.
Welcome to Clement's Family Farm. Let's talk about crystallized honey and how to fix it. Alright, we're getting ready for the honey season to start up here where I'm at. And one of the things I wanted to talk about is crystallized honey. I realized a couple years ago, not everybody understands what crystallized honey is. They think it's going bad or there's something wrong with it. That is far from the truth. Crystallized honey is something that happens with pure raw honey. I want to show you today how to fix that and to fix it without damaging the enzymes within the honey. A lot of you are using the honey for allergies or health reasons, and we need to stay underneath a heat threshold in order to keep those good enzymes maintained inside the honey. What is crystallized honey? I got a perfect example here, but let me show you. Last year when I harvested honey, all my early season honey was this beautiful clear honey. It was very light in color. I had no issues with crystallization. But as the season changed, so did the pollens and everything I harvested afterwards started crystallizing about 3 or 4 months after harvest. This is a normal occurrence. We don't know why it happens. Everybody's got their own theories on it, but today we're going to be talking about how do we remedy that because it does happen with pure raw honey. So what is crystallized honey? Let me just show you here. I've got a jar here that I could turn it upside down, no honey, no nothing, and it is pretty hard. So it's hard to get out of the jar, but I'm going to show you right here. That's what it looks like. It's not going down. This is another prime example of how honey will react sometimes. So my jar here, the whole thing crystallized. This one's from Georgia, from a friend of mine who's a beekeeper back there, and she gave me her bottle when she came and visited, and look at it. It is crystallized on the bottom half and the top half is not. I have a jar here from last season's honey. The whole jar, this is 1 quart that the whole thing crystallized. And I have honeycomb in there. So I need to remedy that. But look at this honey. We actually kind of like it when it's crystallized because it's kind of got a sugary crunch to it. It's still good. It's got great.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Oh, I forgot. That was my habanero honey. Woo! Woo! I forgot. I guess I should have looked at the jar. Yep, that was my habanero honey. It's fantastic. Ooh, that caught me by surprise. Alright. So now that you know what the crystallized honey looks like, how are we going to remedy that? It's a simple solution. All I do is I start a pot of coffee or hot water. The water gets up to about 150 to 190 depending on what your coffee pot does. I happen to have a big coffee pot here. I let it run with no coffee in it, just hot water. And when it's done, I have this tub here, and I put the water in it. I put a few jars of honey, and I just let it sit. It's perfect. That hot water goes in there, it surrounds the bottles. It starts cooling down right away as the heat transfers. So you're never gonna risk getting your honey too hot, which is right around 115 to 120 degrees, where you start losing some of those health properties. So this is the best way. You could take a pot, put it on the stove, get it warm, and do the same thing. Coffee pot. If you got a Keurig and you got one jar, just put it in a bowl and put your hot water on it. That's perfectly fine. And then just let it sit. Is it gonna crystallize again? It can. That's why I've been doing tests with this honey, because every honey's different. Every time we harvest honey at different times of the year, the honey is different. So not one honey is the same throughout. And that's why I'm testing this. This is stuff that I harvested late last year. This was all crystallized a couple days ago. And I put it in the hot water, got it all, the crystals to melt and back into the honey. And now I'm checking it. So we got 2 days without it crystallizing. It's still thick, but my honey tends to be thick as I harvest at a low water content level. But at this point, you can still use it, pour it out of the jar. But this is the simple way of decrystallizing your honey. Now this has been sitting in there for about an hour. It is cool to the touch right now. It's not even, barely even warm. And we can see that it's very fluid again. There might be some thicker spots. So I'm just going to add some more hot water and let it sit a little longer. Alright, so no microwave, or you're going to start killing off some of those enzymes. It's a bad way of doing it. Not recommended. If you don't care about the enzymes, throw it in the microwave. It'll liquefy and you can use it again. But the hot water is absolutely the best way of doing it. Once it liquefies, it may stay liquefied forever. But the chances are it might crystallize in 3 days from now, a week from now, or even 3 months from now. It really is kind of a crapshoot when it will do it, or if it will do it again. That's why I'm doing some testing here, because I do have some bottles here that crystallized on me, and I'm checking that last year's honey. This is all I have left from last year, so everything I get this year is going to be all new. Anyway, hot water, that's the ticket. Hope this is informative for all of you. Oh my god. Think there should be anything else? That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. You're just telling them to heat it up in hot water, not microwave.
Yeah.
Did you just put it out on the counter?
I did.
I want some. Is that the habanero though?
It is the habanero. Go ahead.
I like it crystallized. It's chewy.
Yeah.
Like a candy. Yummy. But I knew to expect it. It would be a little startling if you didn't know.
If you didn't expect it.
It was going to be really hot.
You coughed. It's still pretty good though.
It is. Fried chicken.
Fried chicken. Habanero honey on fried chicken. Man. Ooh, now I wants chicken and waffles. Chicken and waffles. Alright, so no mic. Oh my god. Alright, hot water's the ticket. That sounds stupid. Alright, I hope this video was useful for you. A simple hot water bath will solve all your crystallization solution. Man, I almost tongue twister. Alright, from Clements Family Farm, we'll see you on the next video.